Hi guys, welcome to a chilly, stuffy afternoon here in Germany. Even though I live for this weather where it's gloomy outside, the leaves are going brown. I don't know, the whole atmosphere of autumn just really appeals to me. But it's a little bit cold today, so the windows are shut. Don't really want to put the heating on for no reason, so I'm all like snugly in my scarf, looking like the dirty hipster that I am. And yeah, I thought I'd do a somewhat lunchtime beer review. So today we've got a beer from the Eichhofener brewery, who I have covered a few times here on the channel, and I've drank many of their beers since being here in Germany. And this is a bottle of the Hellas Lager Bayern. So I think this is pretty much, well, I think most all of their beers use locally sourced ingredients, if not their own. But I think this is a little bit different to the regular Hellas beer that is so widely available in the supermarkets. And apologies if I sound a bit stuffy, it's because I am. I don't feel ill or anything, but I'm just clogged up. So I sound even more nasally and, ear-piercingly screechy than I usually do. But I remember having this at a local nightclub or bar sort of place, and I'd never had it before, and I wanted to try it out. And yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. So it's taken me about 2 years to actually pick myself up a bottle. Picked this up from Beretta for, I think, with the recycling, well, you get that back, so you never really fraction that into the cost anyway. I think this costs like €1 2 cents, so all in all paid €1 10, and then get that 8 cents back. So yeah, not too shabby. I don't think this is just like a 330ml version of the regular Hellas. I could be wrong. Maybe I should do a side by side at some point. But I always put the link down below to rate beer and that stuff. So 9 times out of 10 they've got the beers listed there. So I'll see if it's separate. But yeah, really nice bold artwork. I like it. It's nice and simple. Nice colour scheme of the red, the black, and white. And then you've got a nice little sticker on the neck of the bottle. And then there is the Eichhofener crown, which is, classic in its own sense. So, using my Eichhofener glass, and yeah, let's get into this beer. Why was I trying to open that with a bottle? Oh, whatever. Nice, subtle amount of candy smoke there. It certainly smells like a Hellas in the neck. Not too much going on. This glass is actually a little bit dirty. Didn't notice that. So I won't pour it all in, even though I can easily fit all of the beer into the glass, just so I can get my noggin in there. So in terms of colour, I've actually got pretty nice lighting. It seems daytime beer reviews are the best for lightings, but obviously not the best for the system. Yeah, it's like a nice sort of faded yellowy colour. Some would say looks a bit like piss. You'll find that with a lot of Hellas and lager beers and lagers in general. But yeah, nice amounts of carbonation streaming all the way up to that one finger's worth of a bubbly white head. So yeah, it looks like a lager beer so far. Let's give it a twirl and see what we get on the aroma. Definitely pick up that malt, and then it's balanced nicely with a citric sort of character. It's got that slightly savoury sort of aroma, ever so slightly bordering into the, dare I say it, the baked bean sort of territory. But yeah, earthy, like lentils, barley mix, like those soup mixes that you can get. But then on the back end, there's a really nice subtle citrusiness and maybe the ever so slight hint of a sweet, mild honey in there as well. I mean, it's not the most exciting smelling beer in the world, but you're not going to get that with a lager or a Hellas beer. And off the top of my head, can't really pick out too much different to the regular Helles from Eichhofener. But yeah, it's not a bad smelling brew at all. And yeah, I'm sure it's going to taste nice, because I remember it tasting really nice. So I'll top her up and then we'll tuck in, see what we get. But yeah, you know, I often get accused by friends and family that I'm a beer snob. But to be honest, you know, I'd much rather spend my money and get more than pay that risk of spending a lot on, you know, the craftiest of craft. I mean, I absolutely adore craft beer. German craft beer, so exciting. But I do like the good old-fashioned beers, and when you're in Germany, you're surrounded by local breweries, and you've got regional beers at your disposal, like Helles, Dunkels, Weissbiers, Box, Doppelbox, Hefeweizens, Pilsners, Keller beers, Zwickel beers, Land beers. You know, you've got all of these different styles and sub-styles for really cheap, so why not, you know, document them and drink them and enjoy them. So anyway, let's see what... I don't know where I was going with that, by the way. Yeah, who cares? Let's give it a taste. Cheers. It's a nice, simple Helles / lager beer. And what's it actually called? It's a Helles lager. Yeah, it does exactly what it says on the bottle. Really easy drinking. It's got this sort of like maybe slight like chalkiness, mineral-like quality to it, especially on the back end. And it also has this slight floral bitterness as well. Body is light, it's crisp, it's refreshing. This isn't really chilled that much. But if this was, you know, in the fridge and you took it straight out and poured it, you're going to get instantly refreshed anyway. But there is flavour to this. I mean, it's not at room temperature. It is slightly chilled, but I'm definitely getting flavour notes in there. It's got that very, like, malty, not like sweet malt, more like a savoury straw maltiness to it. Not really sweet, not really citrusy. You really actually don't pick up too much citrus on the flavour. No, but it's still nice, light enough. And I'm still not sure whether this is just the same as the regular Helles that you can get from these guys. But it's still a very, very solid brew. And for, you know, just over €1, you could buy a 6-pack of this. It's not going to hurt your wallet too much. And you've got 6 bottles of very solid beer to see you through the night, or, you know, the evening, or what, I mean, even same thing. Or whatever the social situation is, or antisocial situation, because antisocial drinking is just as good. But yeah, very solid. I was maybe expecting maybe a little bit more character to it, but I'm not going to hold it against it. It wasn't exactly, you know, promising anything on the label. But yeah, very solid, easy drinking, sessionable, enjoyable Helles lager. And yeah, in terms of a rating, that's an easy 8 out of 10 from me. Perfect, you know, lunchtime drink. I mean, I've got some wieners in the fridge, which I'll probably just end up snacking on. It's going to go perfect with that. Like pub food, you know, when you sat in the bar and you've got snack food like chicken wings, that sort of stuff. This is going to go perfect with it. And yeah, at 5%, you're not really going to feel it tml much in these 330ml bottles. So yeah, can't really fault it too much. I was just maybe expecting a tiny bit more flavour. But for the price, for the availability to me anyway, definitely an 8 out of 10 beer. And yeah, I'm destroying bottle caps. Doesn't that mean there's something mentally wrong with me when you peel off labels? I mean, I've got a whole cardboard thing up there full of labels. Should I be worried? I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I wanted to promote something, but I can't remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, the night that I'm recording this video, I'll be doing a chat with Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews and Rod from Rod J Beer Reviews. So if that does go ahead, granted there's no technical difficulties, I'll put that link down below if I remember. And yeah, check out Dean's Beer Reviews and check out Rod J Beer Adventures as well. Beer Adventures. You know who he is. Really great guy. Both of them are great guys. And yeah, I was doing really well, but then I started waffling at the end, so we're on to another 10-minute plus video. Good job, Pete. Just shut up and eat your wiener. Thank you guys for watching. Check out my Eichhofener playlist down below. Very, very solid traditional brewery that are doing some really exciting beers as well. Getting into more crafty, experimental stuff. And yeah, cheers for watching. And I hope whatever you're doing this weekend or this evening, today, whenever this video is uploaded, you stay safe, drink responsibly, and yeah, I want you to join me next time. So, you know, that's why I'm wishing you a good day. Just turn the video off, Peter, for God's sake.